Breaking news, Stephen A. Smith, aka Mr. I Don't Know Boxing, he came out stating that Errol Spence should retire after the knockout loss he suffered from Crawford. Here is exactly what Stephen A. Smith had to say. Check it out.
In all my years of watching boxing, it is rare that I've seen an ass whipping like that. Having said that, I want to announce this on national television right here on First Take. I believe that Errol Spence Jr. should consider retiring. That's how bad that ass was. Let me explain why.
One loss.
And I'm getting ready to go to that. It's how you lose, and it's what he's been through.
Now, that's a harsh thing to say. Why will Errol Spence retire after a performance like that? We're talking about a man who survived a car accident in a miracle way, then an eye injury, and every single time he came back, overcame the adversity he was dealing with no tune-up, he fought the best and beat them. See, this is not the first time we hear people say Errol Spence's career is over. They said that after the car crash, and Errol Spence came back to beat Danny Garcia. Then they said that again after Errol Spence suffered an eye injury, only for Errol Spence to come back to have his best performance of his career against Ugas. Errol Spence's last fight was the best we have ever seen Errol Spence look. Now, for the third time, people haven't learned yet. They telling Errol Spence to retire after Errol Spence suffered a knockout loss to Crawford. See, there is nothing wrong with losing to the best. It ain't like Errol Spence lost to Joe Schmo. Absolutely not. Errol Spence lost to pound for pound #1 Crawford, who's going to go down in history as a top 5 to top 10 all-time great. That's how good Crawford is. He's on the same sentence as Floyd Mayweather, Sugar Ray Leonard, Sugar Ray Robinson, Muhammad Ali, Roy Jones, so on and so forth. Now, it's one thing if Stephen A. Smith said, I don't want to see the rematch, there's no point. That's bad for his career and health. Let's see Errol Spence back against a Jose Benavidez. Then, if Errol Spence loses to Jose Benavidez at 154 pounds, then he should retire. That would be fair. However, to tell Errol Spence to retire after the worst performance of his career is not fair. You know, people deal with losses differently. Some people like Manny Pacquiao, it don't affect them at all. They get knocked out, go to sleep, and come back the next fight like nothing happened. However, some other fighters like Roy Jones, when he suffered a loss, all of a sudden, that affected him mentally where he was never the same. Therefore, we don't know how Errol Spence is going to deal and handle the loss. But one thing I do know, Errol Spence have dealt through a whole lot of adversity throughout his career and overcame it all because he's physically and mentally strong. Plus, Errol Spence never took any type of punishment throughout his career. He was always dominant. The only fight he actually took a whole lot of punishment is obviously the Crawford fight. In that one fight, he took more punishment than he did his entire career. So as long as he don't fight Crawford again, I believe Errol Spence is going to be A-okay. And he may come back like nothing happened, like he never left. However, what concerns me is that Errol Spence being a warrior and his pride is going to make him activate the rematch clause to fight Crawford again. That's what worries me, is the punishment Errol Spence is going to receive in the rematch. But if he doesn't fight Crawford again, he's going to be all right. Therefore, I pray that Errol Spence is nice and safe and has a speedy recovery, inshallah. Go ahead and drop your thoughts in the comment section below. Subscribe below. And to be continued on the next episode of Akhi TV. Peace out. Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Charlo's gonna fight Canelo. I don't like the fact that it's the smaller one moving up to do it. I think that's a problem. But I think Charlo's and what they bring to the table, the fact that they are as lead as they are, and they don't get the recognition they deserve, I got a real problem with that. Because when you talk about fighters, yeah, you might talk about what they talk, but it's not like they don't get in the ring and back it up. And it's not like they're running from anybody. And I think that when you got cats like them and a Benavidez, to me, they deserve more attention. I'm not talking about who gonna win, who gonna lose, or whatever. That's a different subject. But they deserve the attention. and they deserve the matches. Because when they get in the ring and handle the business the way that they do, you want to see them brothers putting in their work. And
I gotta ask, man, Fenue, who is pound for pound number one today on Friday, July 28th? Who is pound for pound number one right now?
The safe bet would be a Tyson Fury to me. I don't think we could sneeze at that. I look at cats like Beterbiev, and I'm wondering everybody running from him. I understand why. I understand why Canelo didn't fight that monster. I'm a David Benavidez guy, though, man. I just am. Those two definitely come to mind. Of course, I can't ignore Tank Davis. I can't ignore a few guys. You know, it's a lot of cats that you got to give love to. But I would tell you, to me, it's between Fury and Benavidez.
Who do you think poses the greatest threat to Devin Haney? To Tank Davis, Devin Haney or Shakur Stevens?
That's hard to say. I will tell you this. I would say I haven't seen enough of Shakur. And I certainly got mad respect for him. And I'd like to see him and Devin Haney fight. I respect Devin Haney. I know he was mad at me because I thought that Lomachenko got him 2 of the last 3 rounds. But you're going to have to get over that shit. The fact is, Devin Haney's great. He's a champion. The brother's got mad skills. But Tank is Tank. And I'm one of those guys, to answer your question directly. I think that Devin Haney could outbox, as beautiful as I think Gervonta Davis is. I think Devin Haney can outbox him and then get clipped. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. So in other words, you might be the better boxer for 9, 10 rounds or whatever. But against Tank, all it takes is one. That's my concern.
Who's your pick for tonight? I'm sorry if I missed it.
Tonight, first of all, ain't nobody fighting tonight. That's tomorrow. But secondly, I got. No way. Watch first. It's fluid. So today, it's fluid. But today I got Crawford by decision. But it ain't like Errol can't take him. I think he's the bigger, stronger fighter. But Errol methodically marches down and breaks you down. I don't know if that can be done to Crawford. I think that Crawford is a marvelous boxer. I think he's got the temperament of a champion that really wants to do damage and be spectacular. He can fight conventional. He can go southpaw. He brought the power with him. And I think the biggest thing is that, I think the biggest thing is that Errol Spence might have gave him a little bit too much time to maturate to the 147. That's my concern. I know it could be either way, but right now, if I had to pick, it would be Crawford by decision. But I might change my mind by tomorrow.
Will this be a throwback to the 80s with Hagler, Hearns, Leonard, and all those guys?
I don't know. I'll tell you, he's got a chance. This ain't Mayweather Pacquiao. Mayweather could beat you backing up. He was so magnificent defensively. He hit and not get hit. Both of these brothers gonna hit, but they don't know how to run. And as a result, they're going to be there to get hit. And I think that's what's going to make this an epic fight.
How much more than some boxing you want to see? How much break matchups? How much more?
Oh, it's a priority for me. It's a big deal to me. I love the sport of boxing. I love all of y'all who cover the sport of boxing. Listen, I might know the sport. I might be on TV. And I don't know the shit the way y'all know it. But y'all here every day. So I respect cats that are in the grind every day doing what they doing and bringing attention to the sport. And I'm here to help y'all do it because I love it.
What did you think of Drake's hands? What did you think of Drake's hands on the mitts? Or what did you think of Drake's hands on the mitts?
I didn't see it.
All right, guys, seats, please.